Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. A very good morning to all of you. I welcome you again in the class of mathematics. Students, as you all know that we were studying or we were discussing our chapter number 3, that is common fractions. And we have completed approximately the whole chapter. We have started from exercise number 3.1 and then ended up at exercise number 3.6. Okay. So our chapter number 3, common fractions, has been completed. So that's why today I'm going to take the review of exercise number 3.2 and 3.6. Why I am choosing this exercise? Because I felt that these are the most important and little bit difficult exercises for you. That's why today is your review class of exercise number 3.2 and 3.6. Okay, as you all know, this is your lecture number 16 and it is not needed, but obviously let me introduce myself. I am your math teacher, Miss Vanaknas. Okay, so first we will start from exercise number 3.2. So if you remember, what was the topic of exercise number 3.2? The topic of exercise number 3.2 was addition and subtraction of fractions. Means in exercise 3.2, you have learned that how to add and subtract the fractions, the like fractions and the unlike fractions. You know, like fractions can be simply added or subtracted, but if you have unlike fractions, so you have to make the denominators common first. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to give you the example from this exercise. So first question that I'm going to solve it is question simplify. Here you have, what you have to do is simplify. The question here is 11 whole 2 upon 3 minus 10 whole 4 upon 5. Okay. So if you look here, what you have to do, you have to perform subtraction here. But before that, what you have to do is simply convert this mixed fraction into the improper fraction. Okay, in every first step, if you are performing, if you are doing any fractional problem, any simplification, so if you have mixed fractions, so you have to solve your, convert your mixed fractions into improper fraction first. Okay, now in the first step, I'm going to convert this into the improper fraction. How? 3 multiplied by 11 is 33 and 33 plus 2 will become 35 upon 3. Then subtraction, and then 5 multiplied by 10 will become 50 and 50 plus 4 will become 54 upon 5. So after converting into improper fraction, what I get here, 35 upon 3 minus 54 upon 5. Okay, now here you cannot simply subtract it because your numerators that are 3 and 5 are different here. So different, if you have different denominators, so you cannot subtract it or add it. For this, what you have to do, simply make the denominators common, and you can know, and you know that it is very simple than 3 and 5. What will be the common denominator, common number between 3 and 5? And that is very simple, that is 15. Means if you will multiply 3 by 5, your answer will be 15. Similarly, you multiply 5 by 3, your answer will be 15. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to multiply this 3 by 5, okay, and this 5 by 3, okay. Similarly, this 35 by 5 and this 54 by 3. Why I'm going to do this so? Because I have to make my denominators common. So 35 multiplied by 5 will become 175 and 54 multiplied by 3 will become 162. And 3 multiplied by 5 will become 15 and 5 multiplied by 3 will become 15 again. So after this, what I get my like fractions here. So now this is very simple and easy. That what you have to do, simply, very simple, and simply subtract it. Now you can subtract it directly because your denominators are common. Here your denominators are different. That's why you have to convert it into the common denominators first. Now after this, what you will do, simply subtract 162 from 175. And what you will get? You will get 13 upon 5, 15. Okay. So 175 minus 162 will become 13 and your denominator will remain same, that is 15. Okay, please do not write 15 minus 15 will be 0. No, your denominator will remain same. You just simply subtract your numerators. Okay, now 13 upon 15 is your answer because this is a proper fraction. Okay, if you have a proper fraction, so no need to convert it into the improper fraction. Okay, into the mixed fraction. Now move on to the next question. A little bit difficult or different question. What you have here? 4 whole 2 upon 3. Okay, 4 whole 2 upon 3 minus 2 whole 3 upon 4 plus 1 whole 5 upon 7. First step, the very first step, you will convert this mixed fractions into the improper fraction. Okay, so simply in the first step, convert it into the improper fraction means 3 multiplied by 4 will become 12. 12 plus 2 will become 14 upon 3. Then sign of minus here. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. 8 plus 3 will become 11 upon 4. Then sign of addition. Then 7 multiplied by 1 is 7 plus 5. It will become 12 upon 7. Okay. Now, in the next step, here you have subtraction and addition. So what you have to do, you have to subtract it or add it. But your denominators are different here. So 3, 4 and 7. What will be the common number between 3, 4 and 7? Although these are the bigger number or large number. So what I'm going to do, here, I'm going to find out the LCM of 3, 4 and 7. But where? In the working column. Okay, this is must. You have to make the working column. If you want to do any rough calculations, so please use the working column for this. Now, 3, 4 and 7. What will be the LCM? Here you have 2. So here you have 4. So this 4 can be divided by 2. 3 will remain same. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. And then in the next step, 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. Then here you have 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. And then 7 multiplied by 1 is 7. So you will get this factor. Now you will multiply this factor. Now 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. And 12 multiplied by 7 is 84. Now what this 84 tells you? This 84 tells you that the common denominator between 3, 4 and 7 will be 84. Means you have to multiply 3 with such a number that answer will be 84. Okay, you have to multiply 4 with such a number that your answer will be 84. So which number should I multiply with 3 so that my answer will be 84? What I'm going to do, I'm going to simply divide this 84 by 3 to find out the number to which should I multiply 3. So 3 ones are 3 is 3, 3 twos are 6, 24, and 3 eights are 24. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply this 3 by 28 so that my answer will be 84. Okay, so this 3 will be multiplied by 28 as well as the numerators. Now move on to the next one, that is 4. Now here you have 84 and then you will again divide it by 4. So 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8 and 4 ones are 4. 4 twos are 8 and 4 ones are 4. So you have to multiply this 4 by 21 so that your answer will be 84. Okay. Now 7 can be simply multiplied by 12 so that it will become 84. So these are the number that you should multiply it to get your answer 84. Now what I will get after multiplying with them? 14 multiplied by 28 will become 392. 11 multiplied by 21 will become 231. 12 multiplied by 12 will become 144. 3 multiplied by 28 will become 84. 4 multiplied by 21 will become 84 and 7 multiplied by 12 will become 84. Now my denominators are common here. So simply I will subtract it or add it. But according to Demas rule, we have to perform addition first. Okay. We have to perform addition first. No, not difficult, very simple. We have to perform addition first. So what you have to do here, simply you will write the numbers that have sign of addition. So here 392 have the sign of addition and simply 144. So what you will do, simply you will add 392 into 144 and then subtract 231 from the answer. So you have to arrange them first. So this is the way to arrange them. 392 plus 144 and this minus 231 will be at the last. Okay, you have to perform addition first and then subtraction. So 392 plus 144, it will become 536. Okay, 392 plus 144, it will become 536, and 536 minus 231, what it will become? It will become 304 upon 80, 305 upon 84. Now, if you look here, 305 upon 84. This is an improper fraction, and you have to convert your improper fraction into the mixed fraction in the working column. So I'm moving towards my working column. Here I am going to divide the 84 and 305. Okay. Now 84 multiplied by 3, it will become 252, and then subtraction. So 5 minus 2, it will become 3, and 10 minus 1 will become 5. Okay, so 305 upon 4, when will we will convert it into the mixed fraction, it will become 3 whole 53 upon 84. Okay, 3 whole 53 upon 84 is the right answer. Okay, so these are the questions from exercise number 3.2. Now we are moving towards exercise number 3.6. And if you remember exercise number 3.6, in exercise number 3.6, we have done so many different types of questions. But today we are going to review only the BODMAS rule and the complex fraction. So first I'm going to solve one question from according to BODMAS rule. But first, you should know what is BODMAS rule. Combined operations. What are combined operations? While simplifying a mathematical expression, the combined operation. What is meant by combined operation? Combined operation means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and brackets. All of them are present in a single expression. Okay, if you have everything in a single expression, so that means what you have there, you have a combined operation. So if you want to solve the combined operation, it should be performed in the order of BODMAS. What is BODMAS? First you will solve the brackets, then you will solve the of, that is multiplication, then division, then what? Then multiplication, then addition, and then subtraction. So this is the BODMAS rule. Okay. Now, moving on to the question that you have to solve according to BODMAS rule. Now, this is the question that I'm going to show you how to solve it. But again, I'm going to solve it with the help of the video. Okay. So please tell me, is the video is clear or not? Is it clear? I hope it is clear. Okay. Now I'm going to start it. Now look at here. What you have here. Okay, students, I'm repeating again. You have to write down your date. Okay, this is must, then your exercise number, and then your question number. Please maintain your copy in this way. Okay, this is must. Write down your date on the red line, exercise number on each and every page. Then start your work. Here you have question simplify, and what you have to simplify here, 3 divided by square bracket, 3 plus 3 divided by curly bracket, 3 plus 1 divided by 2 curly bracket, and then square bracket. Okay, now you have to start from the smaller bracket. So here the smaller bracket is this curly bracket. So please do not solve these things. Okay, so inside this bracket, what you have here, you have two types of operation. How many operations are there here? Two operation. The first operation is addition. So Hema, I think everyone is watching the video. If you are not watching it, so please check your internet connection. Okay, I don't think anyone have this kind of problem. So 3 plus 1 divided by 2. So what you have here, addition and division. So first you will perform this, solve this division. Okay, please do not write 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, that will be completely wrong. You will perform this division first. So in the first step, I'm going to convert own shape that might be due to internet connection. Okay, because I don't think this is due to my problem from my side, because okay, so division divided by 2. Okay, so you have to convert this sign of division into sign of multiplication by making the reciprocal of 2. So how will I'm going to start? I will simply write 3 divided by square bracket 3 plus 3 divided by curly bracket 3 plus 1 multiply by, okay, sign of division will be converted into multiplication and it will become 1 upon 2 curly bracket is square bracket. Okay, now what I have to do, here I have two operations again, addition and multiplication, and you know we have to solve multiplication first. So what I'm going to do, I am going to multiply these two numbers. Okay, now what I'm going to do, 3 divided by square bracket, keeping all these things same, divided by curly bracket 3 plus. Okay, now I have to multiply this number, so 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. Okay, 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 will be the answer of this, and then the curly bracket and then square bracket. There is no round bracket here. Okay, now here you have in 3 plus 1 upon 2. Okay, 3 plus 1 upon 2, here you have to add this fraction. So if nothing is written here, so it means you will assume that your denominator here is 1. So what you have to do before adding, what you have to do, you have to make your denominator common here. So you will simply multiply it by 2, and then in the next step you will simply write 3 divided by square bracket 3 plus 3 divided by curly bracket 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, 1 multiplied by 2 is 2, plus 1 upon 2 curly bracket and square bracket. Again, I have curly bracket here. So that's why I'm going to solve my curly bracket first. 3 divided by square bracket, 3 plus 3 divided by 6 plus 1 will become 7 upon 2. Okay, now my curly bracket has been completely solved here. That's why I'm not going to place my curly bracket here. What I'm going to place only here is the square bracket. Now move on to the this step. Here you have inside the bracket addition and division. So you know we have to solve this division first, and what you will do for division, you will make the reciprocal of 7 upon 2 by converting the sign of division into sign of multiplication. So in the next step I'm going to write 3 divided by 3 plus 3 multiply by 2 upon 7 and then my square bracket. Okay, now what you have here, addition and multiplication, and you know first we will apply, first we will solve multiplication here. So what number I'm going to multiply? I'm going to multiply this numbers. Okay, so in the next step I'm going to multiply this one, 3 plus, okay, it will remain same. 3 multiplied by 2 will become 6 upon 7 and then my square bracket. Okay, now what I have here, addition. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to assume it, my denominator here is 1 and I have to make it 7. So I simply multiplied this 1 by 7. Similarly, this is by 7. So what I will get at the end, 3 divided by square bracket, 3 sevens are 21 upon 7 plus 6 upon 7. Okay, now in the next step what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply add them up. So what I have, 3 divided by 21 plus 7 6, it will become 27 upon 7. Here I have division, so I will convert it into multiplication by writing the reciprocal of 27 upon 7. So 3 multiplied by 7 upon 27. Now, what I have here, here I have the sign of multiplication. So what I am going to do, I am going to reduce it. 3 ones are 3, 3 nines are 27. So what will be my answer? 7 upon 9. 7 upon 9 is my answer. So how will you solve it? First you will solve division, then multiplication, then addition. Okay, then again division, then multiplication, and then addition. again division, again multiplication, and then your final answer. 7 upon 9 is a proper fraction, so no need to convert it into the mixed fraction. Okay, so this is the way to solve this question. Now moving back to the again. Now this one. Okay, so this was the question that I have explained today. Okay, so what will be the answer after that? 7 upon 9 is my answer here. Okay, is that clear? Please tell me. Is that clear? Is that clear, students, so that I can move on to the next topic? Okay, now move on to the next one. Exercise number 3.6 again, but the topic here is complex fraction. And you know what are complex fraction? What are complex fraction? A fraction whose numerator or denominator. Okay, if you have any fraction whose a fraction whose numerator or denominator or both are themselves fractions is called a complex fractions. Okay, means what is a complex fraction? In complex fractions, if your numerator and denominator both are itself fractions, then you will say it is a complex fraction. Just suppose here you can see here you have 9 as the numerator, but your 9 is a whole number, but your denominator itself is a fraction. So this type of fraction is called as the complex fraction. Here you have numerator, that is fraction, but your denominator here is 5, that is a whole number. So this is again a complex fraction. In the previous lecture, I have tell you how to solve the complex fractions. Okay, now I'm going to solve a little bit more difficult complex fraction in today's lecture. Just suppose here you can see here you have question number 5, and what you have to do, you have to solve simplified here. If you look here, here you have a complex fraction. Why complex fraction? Because your numerators are fractions and denominators are itself fraction. So you have to solve it. Okay, so this is a complex fraction. So how will you solve this complex fraction? Again, I am going to explain it with the help of video, and I hope it is clear. Okay, so this is the question number 5 from exercise number 3.6, the complex fraction. Okay, why it is a complex fraction? Because you can see this is your numerator. Okay, this is your numerator that are itself complex fraction, as well as your denominators are itself complex fraction. So how will you solve this type of fractions? If you look here, these are not the mixed fractions. Okay, if these are mixed fractions, so first you will convert it into the improper fraction, but there is no mixed fraction here. That's why I'm going to simply start it just like this. What I'm going to write it here, I'm going to write first my numerators, all my numerator first. How? 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 5. These are my numerators. That's why I'm going to place the bracket around them. Okay. Then they are going to multiply it with the numerators, that denominators. That's why I'm going to place the sign of division here. And then my denominators, that are 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 6. Okay, and again I'm going to place the brackets here. Because why bracket here? Because this is my denominators. These are my denominators. Now here you have 3, 4 and 5, and what you have to do, you have to add it. Now you cannot simply add it because your denominators are different here. So what you have to do, you have to pick one number that is the common between 3, 4 and 5. So before this, I'm going to take the LCM of 3, 4 and 5 in the working column. So this is must, you have to make the working column. Okay, so inside the working column, I'm going to find out the LCM of 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now here you have 2, so that's why I'm going to start from 2. 3 will be copied as it is. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, and then 5. Okay, then what I have here, again I have 2, so that's why 3 will be copied as it is. 2 multiplied by 1 is 2, and then 5. And then 3 ones are 3, 1 and 5. Now at the end you have 5, so that's why 1, 1 and 5 ones are 5. Okay, so this is the way to solve this. Now simply multiply your factors here. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. So 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 5s are, it will become 60. Okay, 12 5s are 60. Now what you have to do here, here you have to make this number 60, means you have to multiply 3 4 and 5 with such a number that your answer will be 60. So 3 multiplied by 10 will be 30, so 3 multiplied by 20 will become 60. So I'm going to multiply denominator and numerator with 20. Okay, 4 multiplied by 15. Okay, 4 multiplied by 15 will be 60. And similarly, I'm going to multiply by numerators with the 15 as well. And then 5 multiplied by 12 will become 60. Okay, similarly, I'm going to multiply this again by 12. Okay, I know it is not too much clear, but it is 12. Okay. Now in the next bracket, you have 2, 4 and 6. Again, you have to make the denominators common here. But no need to take LCM because 2, 4 and 6, what will be the common number here? Obviously 12. Okay, 2 multiplied by 6 will become 12. Okay, 4 multiplied by 3 will become 12. And 6 multiplied by 2 will become 12. Simply multiplying it with the numerators as well. Okay, is that clear? This is a little bit difficult step, but I know you can solve it because you have solved this problems, such kind of problems so many times in the previous lectures as well. So simply what I'm going to do, I am going to multiply this number. So 1 multiplied by 20 will become 20 upon 60 plus 1 multiplied by 15 upon 15 upon 60 plus 1 multiplied by 12 will become 12 upon 60, and then my round brackets. Okay, then the sign of division, then round bracket. 6 ones are 6 upon 12 plus 1 multiplied by 3 is 3 upon 12 minus 1 multiplied by 2 is 2 upon 12, and then round bracket. Okay, now if you look here, here you have addition and here you have addition and subtraction both. So simply I am going to add this number first. So 20 plus 15 and plus 12, it will become 47. Okay, it will become 47 upon 60. Your denominator will remain same, divided by, here you have two things, addition and subtraction, and you know we will perform addition first. Okay, so that's why I'm going to place a bracket here. So 6 plus 3 is equals to 9 upon 12 minus 2 upon 12. Okay, so in the next step I am going to subtract this. 47 upon 60 will remain same, sign of division. 9 and minus 2 will become 7 upon 12. Okay, now this is very clear and easy. Here you have the sign of division and you have to convert the sign of division into multiplication. How? 47 upon 60 multiplied by 7 upon 12, it will become 12 upon 7. Okay, so it will become 12 upon 7. That's it. Now what you have to do here, here you have the sign of multiplication. Okay, here you have addition, that's why you make the denominators common here. But here you have multiplication. So instead of making denominators common, you will simply reduce it. How you will reduce it? 12 ones are 12 and 12 fives are 60. 12 ones are 12 and 12 fives are 60. 47 and 5 cannot be cancelled with each other. That's why we will copy down our quotients here. 47 multiplied by 1 upon 5 multiplied by 7. Okay, so what it will become? 47 upon 5 multiplied by 7 is 35. So what I'm going to get here, 47 upon 35. So in the next step, I'm going to write it down here, 47 upon 35. Okay, will it my answer? No, this is not my answer because this is an improper fraction and you have to convert your improper fraction into mixed fraction in the working column. So what I'm going to do, I am going to make the working column here and simply convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction by dividing 47 by 35. So 35 ones are 35, subtracted 7 minus 5, it will become 2. 4 minus 3, it will become 1. Okay, so what will be the answer here? 1 whole 12 upon 35. This is my answer. Okay, so this is my answer. So this is the way to solve the complex fraction. Okay, this is the way to solve any complex fraction. Means first you will solve the numerators, denominators separately, and then simply divide your answers just like this. Okay, and then your answer will be 1 whole 12 upon 35. Okay, is that clear? So this is the end of the lecture. Now I'm going to ask some questions from you. Now I'm going to ask some questions from you. So this is the topic this is a question that I have explained. Now move on to the question answer session. What you have to do, you have to give answers of the following questions. So please be quick. Simplify. In question number 1, you have to simplify it. Now please simplify it, but you have curly bracket 2 plus 5 plus round bracket 6 minus 3, round bracket and curly bracket. Kindly tell me the correct answer of this. Very good. Very good. Zen Fahim, no, your answer is not right. Onshif, your answer is right. Shahir Junaid, your answer is right. Very good, Shahir Junaid. Very good. Zen, please solve it again. All of you are giving the right answer, but please hurry up because time is running out. So Jawad Karim says 10. Abdullah Irfan says 10. So actually the 10 will be the right answer. How will you get the right answer 10? That is 6 minus 3 will become 3. 3 plus 5 will become 8. 8 plus 2 will become 10. Simple. Okay. So Hema, I think you have some problem with your software as well. So Hema, I think you have a problem with your software. So please check it. Okay. Now move on to the next one. Number 2. 1 whole 3 upon 5 multiplied by 15. 1 whole 3 upon 5 multiplied by 15. What will be the answer? 1 whole 3 upon 5 multiplied by 15. Okay, class. I know you are solving this question, but I want to tell you one thing, that please do not use any Vitos or ink remover in your copy. In your class for copy, please avoid using Vitos and ink removers. Okay, and today is your quiz day and I'm going to post your quiz today on Google Classroom, but time is not confirmed yet. So please do not ask me again and again, okay, miss, when you will solve it or whatever. Okay, so the correct answer is 24, and Zain Fahim, your answer is not right. Zain Fahim, your answer is not right. Okay, 1 minute. I'm going to share my screen again. So what will be the answer for this one? Yes, the correct answer is 24. So the correct answer is 24. How will you get your correct answer? That is 24. Now I'm going to show you here. 5 and the 5 is 5 plus 3 is 8 upon 5 multiplied by 15. Okay. Now 5 ones are 5 and 5 threes are 15. Similarly equals to 8 multiplied by 3 will become 24. This is a simple answer. Okay. Is that clear? Now move on to the next one. Now solve this one. 2 whole 4 upon 5 divided by 7 upon 25. 2 whole 4 upon 5 divided by 7 upon 25. Yes, Aliza Amjad, I know you are present. Aliza Amjad, please tell me the right answer of the question that I have shown on the screen. And students, please do not go anywhere. I'm going to mark your attendance. Going to take the screenshot of the participant list. Now, please tell me the correct answer. I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, okay, wait 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so all of you are saying the answer is 10. According to Miram Wakar, according to all of you, the answer is 10. So all of you are absolutely right. The correct answer is 10. The correct answer here is 10. Yes, Javad. Yes, Zen. Aliza, roll number 36A. Yes, your answer is completely Alize, sorry. Your answer is right. So 10 is the right answer. Okay, now I'm going to show you 5 twos are 10. Then it will become 14 upon 5 divided by 7 upon 25. Then I will like the reciprocal of it, 14 upon 5 multiply by 25 upon 7. Then 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 5 ones are 5, and 5 fives are 25. So 2 multiplied by 5, your answer will be 10 here. Okay. Now, that's the end of the lecture. So if you want to ask any question, if you have any question, please write it down in the chat box. I'm waiting for your questions. And you know, today is your quiz day. I'm going to post your quiz today, but at which time it is not clear. So please do not ask me again and again, Miss Van, you will post our quiz. Okay. And yes, I know 3 questions are left, but time is running out. That's why I'm not going to solve it today. Okay. Okay. Harika says no questions. Okay, class, please tell me, is it clear to you that you have to attempt the questions from the book, not you have to attempt the examples in your copy? Okay. I'm going to post a homework, quiz and lecture today on Google Classroom, but please wait for that. Okay. Please, students, please make it clear that you have to attempt the you have to attempt the question that is written in the index. Please do not attempt the examples. Okay, Eliza's are giving so many emojis. Okay. Okay, so that's the end of the lecture. Thank you so much for listening me. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very thankful to all of you. Okay, students, thank you so much.